of the time, being from the same region as well. But we already know that Beast, he's the Zard specialist. His Ivysaur, kind of mid. But Quid Games has been giving up that knowledge that Ivysaur has been leveling up, and it's been really testing Yoda Cage. And we're going to go into losers finals here. Quid versus Yoda Cage. I kind of want to see how he's going to open up against Yoda Cage kind of going on here. We are seeing the small battlefield pick, and we already know from the set with Zamba that this is one of Quid's biggest strengths.
Absolutely. Finding the early stock right. That's 54-65 now unanswered on the coast to coast. Squirtle trying to get down, and if he loses one more neutral interaction, he's going to have to switch, but instead getting 43 of his own. Now at 79, you are at kill percent if you're Squirtle. You cannot lose here. Somehow, though, Quid's stubbornness staying with this little blue turtle is sticking with him, and turtle fight.
Turtle fight? Turtle fight indeed. We already see him trying to go for a chase on the platform as well, but we have the up air extending into the air. Now, I already know you see it from right from the get-go, but hold up. Strike throw. Let me put a pin in that at the moment, but we're coming right back to that. Now, Quid has been able to challenge Yoda Cage a lot in the air, finding a lot of the great timings to kind of press those buttons and really challenge him to get those damages.
And I think Ivysaur's advantage state against Bowser Jr. is huge, right? You have that Vine Whip to threaten from that 45. He has a great recovery.
We don't miss
those. Exactly. He has a great recovery, but at the same time, Snivy, it's very committal, right? He gets rid of that Koopa cart, and then Ivysaur can pounce. Right now, Quid is just suffocating him. He racked all the way up there. Forward throw, not going to quite do it just yet because there's no rage to his name. But at 170, Quid stopped not long for this world, just trying to find any extra moolah.
Yeah,
unfortunately, you're going to get 1-2'd in the blast zone, baby.
Hey, yo, man's making this look like it's Hajime. No Ippo out here. The way he's throwing all these hands with the rapid jabs on lock. But right now, Quid trying to take things up in hand. There we go. There's the down air coming out. And hold up. Hold this extension, following the DI on the platforms as well. Tacking up that damage. We're going to see him try to cover the landing as well. But Yoda Cage still forcing his way in with the clown car, because you know that startup, it's such a huge detriment that people have to kind of find the answer to.
And the DI right into the regrab there, finding the extension. Yoda Cage in turn, right, trying to call out the switch, but just spacing a little too low. Definitely tournament nerves, right? You're always going to see just slight things that they're going to hit earlier bracket, especially when a player's on such a long run, right? Yoda Cage has played, twice as many sets, if not more than Quid so far today, trying to keep that stamina going. Yeah, he might be playing hot, but how long can he keep it up for? How much gas is left in the tank? One more stock in game one, Snivy. Is it running out? Can he find a way to make it happen?
Now I'm already seeing, this is quite the battlefield. Oh my god, this is definitely a battlefield. The Mecha Koopa making things even. I was going to compliment that duck, but right now, Quid definitely did not want to take that hit and take a very early stock, but hold up. Yoda Cage hot on a chase right now.
He was swinging, dude. He went 1, 2, 3, 4 wands there, right? Stayed in the air so long. Quid juggled him to the point that his cart came back. 88% just for Yoda Cage, getting a little bit antsy, and the down air going to close it. Snivy, that, as good as that advantage state was from Quid, he had very little to do with it. It really was just Yoda Cage hitting the big combo, and he went for Epi.
Yeah.
Couldn't find it. 1, 2, 3, 4 swings. And then Quid's like, okay, you have no resources. I'm finally out of hit stun. If you're just going to swing and miss, buddy, it's 3 strikes you're out, not 4. So guess what I'm going to do? You're out on the 3rd one. I'm going to punish you on the 4th one. Just juggled him over and over, right? He took 50% before the Koopa cart even came back, which made him heavier, but also meant that Quid could then bring him coast to coast, find that edge guard, and unfortunately, all she wrote, Yoda Cage looked like he was solidly in the lead for that game, but it's Quid taking it away. Yoda Cage now saying, you know what? Who needs platforms anyways? But let's go to final destination, hoping to make it Quid's last stop on the tour.
I know you saw that song. We're going to see whose world is going to be here. And what I want to talk about is this set is honestly going to be a master of who can improvise the most, who can make the most adaptations, because we already know with the way that Yoda Cage is playing, he does not want to give up this run very, very easily. You saw that lose run, you saw that tear, we saw all the sets that Yoda has been mustering out, and it's kind of up to Quid to see how he can put down this fire that is Yoda Cage coming out here.
Absolutely, and that down air, one of the weirdest angles in the game, but it's gonna pop up. Quid kind of just unsure what to do because the awkward height it puts you at and just getting caught by the up smash. Yoda Cage is going to find a quick opener, trying to avoid this Charizard. Quid opting to go back to it after a couple sets away because he tends to get hit a lot more than he hits you with that character. Somehow they'll find his way back, and the stock to boot Snivy. This is really impressive patience from Quid, as you said, but his mental is just impenetrable.
Now with Yoda, you see that Yoda is on the offensive a lot of the time, and it's Quid kind of just staring at him, looking for these opportunities, these openings in his pressure to kind of find the right hits. A lot of good strings going. We see it happen so many times. We're definitely going to see it again. But with Final Destination, there's not a lot of platforms for Yoda to kind of just play off of, so it is just full-on neutral, full-on footsies out here.
Yep, but what's really interesting, right, in the last set we saw Yoda Cage use Battlefield as a counter. Here we're seeing FD just wanting that space, realizing that playing that defensive game plan is really where he's made his money, and these larger blast zones, him being so much heavier, he's able to survive. I love the cannonball there to cover his own disadvantage, and the spin out not going to do it, but going to give you the opportunity. Unfortunately, Quid saying, hey, I've seen this movie too many times. You are not getting me with that one again. Finding the downer, sending you the blast zone, and Snivy. Things are getting a little out of hand for Mr. Yoda Cage.
That's the name of the game, man. Slam dunk all the way down to the blast zone. We're seeing Yoda try to chase Quid all the way out here, but nope. Vine Whip, get off me. You are not getting any more damage. I am definitely taking this from you. You can see the stagger jabs just trying to get an option out of Quid, but Quid falling victim to the drills that pierces the heavens.
Yep, and the 1-2, 1-2, right? You as Quid, right, in shield, expect them to go for the third one, so you jump out, jump over, try to cross them up. Yoda Cage saying, I know you're going to do that, right? Reading that Tomahawk with the F smash, closing out the stock, playing himself back into this game. 126, he needs to be afraid, right? Ivysaur has all the kill power in the world. That Mecha Koopa, though, gonna allow him away at least to the corner. But Snivy, he still needs to get a couple more interactions. This could be his opportunity.
All right, Yoda, having the ledge here. This is the opportunity right here to get this edge guard. The Mecha Koopa trying to get the regrab, but Quid with the Vine Whip busting it out, and you can see Yoda Cage using the movement from the Clown Card to try to find that space as well. The Mecha Koopa, the trap. This is another opportunity, running it back here at the ledge.
Yep, and just using that cannonball, charging it only slightly so that it covers, or right, drops down where you need it most. Doing it again there, but this time Quid has the air dodge. He's seen it before. Unfortunately, he covered everything except the roll through. If you're Quid, right, you're very scared of rolling through because it's, you know, a very laggy option. And as a result, Snivy, Yoda Cage is going to even it up, 1-1, keep it interesting, and bringing it all the way back. As you said, not wanting to go down without a fight, not wanting to give it up that easily. He first Quid, right, clutched victory from the jaws of defeat, and then Yoda Cage said, wait, hold on, no, dude, those are my jaws. And yanked victory right back, keeping it even, Snivy. Game number 3, counter pick advantage here on the line, small battlefield, and I feel like we're going to see a lot of this stage in this set.
Yeah, and as we saw before, that this is Quid's kind of premier stage to kind of shine on. And for Yoda Cage, he kind of has a lot of his home field advantage kind of back with these platforms to utilize the movement and get a lot of the wand combos. But right now, we're seeing Quid take the upper advantage hand in this set right now, doing the damage, dancing on the shield, and baiting that grab so he's able to just get the DP and get some free damage in.
Yep, and I mean, you're talking about how good the platforms are for Yoda Cage. Yeah, he gets these extensions, right? He gets a little bit more damage, but he also, both players get landing mix-ups, which makes it harder for Quid to get in. Squirtle, though, one of the lightest characters in the game, and even at 70 with a middling rage, that's going to take the stock. However, Quid just, you know, both these players getting their landings trapped by each other. Game 1, it was Quid fighting it 7 days a week, right, really keeping Yoda Cage using these platforms as an advantage. But this time it's Yoda Cage just doing a beautiful job locking down this platform space and not letting Quid find anything, but all it takes is getting just a little antsy.
And you can see this is why Quid loves this stage. You can see why Yoda was kind of skeptical of coming back here, because the up air chases on the platform, Quid is such a mastermind at setting those up and makes any opponent kind of fear him. But right now, Yoda Cage putting the fear in Quid here at the ledge. He has the 124 and he's looking to chase from the clown carrier, just jumping baiting, trying to get something up, but we are setting up for this nice ledge trap attempt with the forward throw. Is he gonna get it?
And that Mecha Koopa spacing so smart, right? Using it to bounce off the platform so it lingers. If you throw out a hitbox like that Vine Whip, as we saw, right, it detonates the Mecha Koopa, kind of using it almost like a snake grenade, right? Just controlling that space, forcing Quid to play defensive, slow it down, and keep this ledge trap going. But trying to find a way out of the corner. Forward throw going to do it, though. And Snivy, just like that, Yoda Cage with a commanding lead. The first one we've seen in the set, trying to find counter pick advantage. Take the all-important edge that he needs if he wants to find a way to Zomba.
We've definitely seen Quid come back from these before. We might be staring at a quick 0 to death here. Let's see if Yoda can escape the cage right now. But hold up. Looking to put Quid in a cage of his own here. Beautiful improvisation to get the cares. And there we go. There's the chase. Trying to find it out, but Quid with a phenomenal recognition to go for the low recovery.
Exactly, right? That drift out, saying, okay, if you hard commit here, you're dead, but I need to get away from this up B. Closing it out. Snivy, that's 60%. It was so scary. Yoda Cage had every advantage, but when you give a player like Quid one more chance, right, you give him an inch, he might take a mile.
He makes the most.
He's trying to find a way out of this corner, but Yoda Cage has really locked down the ledge trapping. I don't know what he figured out, but maybe it's the same thing Zomba found, because guess what, Snivy? Yoda Cage lost game 1 in a heartbreaker, but just took games 2 and 3, looking more and more dominant each game, each stock. And if you're Quid, you just lost on your counter pick. You just lost on the stage you've been tearing people up on all night. Where do you go?
We're going to see momentarily here. He might be running back. He might be thinking of FD to kind of take away those platforms for Yoda. And yes, we are going to see the FD pick. And honestly, it's Quid on the back foot right now. I don't like what I'm seeing here. I don't like what I'm seeing here.
The Quid Pac-Man? Bandai Namco. Snivy, did you even know he had a Pac-Man?
I knew he had a Steve, but not a Pac-Man.
I knew he had a Steve. I didn't know he had a Pac-Man either.
Hold on,
We're going to see some hydrants, some retro gaming action, some Galagos, strawberries, bells galore, and maybe you're just trying to throw Yoda for a loop here.
This is what I want to see. This is what I want to see. The crack character that we knew that he definitely did not have cooking at school. Everybody definitely knew. He was like, yo, guys. He's definitely at lunch. He's like, hey, guys. I'm going to go Pac-Man. I'm going to go Pac-Man in this tournament. It's my last pick. It's my last chance. And we can see it already kind of paying off right now. We're going to see how Yoda Cage does answer back with this. And answer back, he does the hydrant, pushing him into the jabs as well and into the up smash. Oh, my God.
Talk about top 10 anime betrayal, Snivy. The pressure is relentless from Yoda Cage. And honestly, the storyline writes itself, right? If Quid pulls this off with Pac-Man, man, he's like, yeah, I won with my microwave Pac-Man, guys. Check it. And if he loses, he's like, well, you know, I barely won game 1, right? I kind of stole it away. I lost games 2 and 3. I got to try something. I got to mix it up because this Pokemon trainer is not it right now. Trying to find a way back, using this hydrant, just controlling that space. Beautiful stuff, right? Really, without these platforms, slowing down any way in that Yoda Cage might have. And it's just been the difference maker so far.
Honestly, let's real talk here for a second. I think the Quid Pac-Man, depending on how this game plays out, can, take this game from Yoda, but it's going to be a real test in that game 5. And you can see the Pac-Man already doing the work on the platform. And I was saying before, Quid, we already know, is a very phenomenal player. A mastermind, if you will, but Yoda with the answer back.
And on the trampoline right now, he's got the Galaga as well, so Yoda could find a huge combo. But that trampoline, Yoda tried to use that Koopa cart art, right, to take away those bounces, but Quid fast falling, like getting just underneath, saying, actually, I'm not going to get the last hit. That's what you're trying to get me to do, but I'm going to flip the script back on you. Now getting off the corner. This hydrant has proven to be such trouble for Yoda Cage with those out of disadvantage sitting on stage. The cannonball is his best tool, but he immediately has to follow it in. And that predictable timing, right? That predictable option, because it's all he's got.
Oh my
really
God!
What Quid is making his bread and butter on.
Yeah, and I really like. You can see the discipline that he has, letting that S smash rip. This is what the main thing is of the set, right? In this game, he's taking a large portion of the stage, holding that center as well, using it so phenomenally as well. When Pac-Man, right, he has the frame data, the scrapping tools to kind of just get inside the space and deal with how Mecha Koopa kind of just operates.
Exactly. And one of the things, right, we're not really seeing any Pac-Man combos, right, other than like fair, right? We're not seeing any of these item combos. We're not seeing crazy regrabs. Right, Quid, very clearly, right, this is not a character he plays all the time. But exactly, he's just playing on funnies, he's playing on defense, and he's just abusing the fact that Bowser Jr. doesn't have good answers to this hydrant to keep himself not just in the game, but having a lead. However, it's brought down as whittled as thin as can be, Snivy, and can he find it? Can he close it? Or is Yoda going to bring this one back?
Catching strays from the Galaga. Yoda Cage getting pieced up real quick with a good old 1-2-3 chase. And now we have the bell into play here. We're going to see how Quid kind of operates with the bell to threaten that space, but still holding on to it. Plopping down that hydrant. We're going to see what kind of gun he's going to kind of shoot out here with the fruit.
And that hydrant, so smart, right? Catching the key. That could be the difference maker, Snivy, but that hydrant, so smart, right? He had the bell as an item, so Yoda Cage expected the Z drop and instead got mixed by the bell. He has Koopa Cart, but instead just got up for the up B. And the air dodge coming up slightly short.
God.
He didn't want to opt for the Koopa Cart route again. Quid has gotten so good at punishing it, and with hydrant, you're nervous at 180, right? That you're not gonna be, it's likely not gonna be techable. You cannot get hit. So just trying to find a way back, it was a brilliant idea, but magnet hands aren't that big. Just looking at the ledge as it just falls past you, seeing it fade back as you fall like a movie, right, off the skyscraper, like a Gwen Stacy and Andrew Garfield Spider-Man 2.
Oh, man. I'm sad now.
Yeah, no, dude.
I'm
Yoda,
sad.
unfortunately, Koopa, you know, the Koopalings couldn't get down to their cart in time to save it. And one more game. Can he do it?
Now,
what are we going to see here?
This counter pick was a switch up of a lifetime. And with Pac-Man on small battlefield, you know already, we didn't see it in the last game on FD because I don't think that Quid could have kind of really improvised with what he had to work with, but we already see the Galaga combos are going to come into play. I want to see a lot more of the fruit hydrant kind of dealio going on and how he kind of controls the center and hangs in. But again, like I was saying before, this Game 5 is the testament if this Pac-Man will make or break this set.
And what a twist, right? To see the Quid Pac-Man come out. A character, I mean, I feel like it can't have come out of nowhere, but I don't remember having heard anyone ever talk about him before. He has the potential. Oh, the question is, can Yoda Cage find an answer to this hydrant? Because that's really been the only thing that's worked for Quid so far, but it's worked so well, he hasn't needed anything else.
Yeah, and still, like we're seeing before in the last game, Quid has been locking down the center so much against Yoda Cage. You can see Yoda Cage really struggling to kind of find his way in. So, you know, with a lot of aggressive options, we really see Yoda Cage finding those stocks on a lot of those aggressive trades when he decides to go on him. And we might be seeing this here, but just outside of the reach of the grab, he's going to be getting the back air off.
And Snivy, we're getting some updates that apparently this is an old SBU pick. This is an old throwback for Quid. So this is something he's had for a very long time, but something that was kind of disappeared as he's kind of, you know, found his niche with that PT, found the Steve on the side.
Oh my God! You can't be challenging that. You can't be challenging that.
No.
Let it be known right there. Using the use of that side B, that invincibility on the startup sets up for that Inteckable. That was so unfortunate for Yoda Cage, but here we go. Quid Games making quick work of Yoda Cage here with this lead here.
And this is honestly just Quid kind of deciding just, hey, I'm just going to win now, right? I'm just going to better player you. He just said, okay, enough fun and games, right? PT doesn't work, fine. The question is, if he takes the set, does he, and with the way he lost to Zampa, does he go PT to start Grand? Or does he just go Pac in game 1?
Oh my God, you can see again, like I was saying before, Yoda Cage, he takes all these stocks by aggression. He's a master of defense when he's kind of on the back foot, when he has it, but in this moment, he gotta go in. He gotta go in and get those kills. It's not gonna come to you on a silver platter.
And you can see, you know, Quid's got a full can of WD-40, right? It's slowly whittling down. You see the rust coming off as each stock, each game comes on. You're seeing him start to pull out these bonus fruits, right? Start to find more confirms, more stage position, do more quote-unquote Pac-Man things.
Oh my God!
Yoda Cage's barely not going to close it out. Has an opportunity. He's still in this game, but you see the rust, right? Shaking off Quid, having an opportunity. It's only getting more refined, and if you're Yoda Cage, you have to be scared seeing your opponent, not even with adjustments aside, just playing better every 10 seconds of the set.
I don't think Yoda Cage has missed a single upbeat to 2-frame, but Hydrant, my beloved, my best friend, saving my stock from a good old up smash. The fair is not going to do it, but you can see the aggression Yoda Cage wants that.
Yep.
And it almost run it back with that side B as well.
Yep, Yoda Cage, right? Again, I know I sound like a broken record, but it's the hydrant. He just hasn't had an answer, whether it's the water pushing it away, whether it's, using it out of disadvantage, whether it's just bisecting the stage, right? Acting as a wall, not allowing you to drive through. Because guess what, Snivy? You can't park in front of the hydrant, and in Smash, it's no exception. This Koopa Kart going to run out, and because he had the item in hand, he's not able to find the Smash attack, and gonna let Quid live another day. 105. He literally can't get hit again. Last stock, game 5. Who is gonna take it? Can Quid hold on, or is Yoda Cage gonna find it out of nowhere?
Just grappling Quid from the air. We're gonna see who's gonna be throwing hands here. Who's gonna be throwing that bell? We got the good old up air, not able to kind of close it off, and you can see Quid really gunning for that kill. But it's all about how Yoda uses this last bit of moment, this tension kind of going on, because you already know when your opponent has this very comfortable lead and you're sitting at that 155, you want to kind of slow it down. You want to find those hits to kind of build up that damage, and before you know it, the tides will be turning.
Yep, and unfortunately the apple gonna bounce. Quid gonna clutch it out, and you might be able to hear in the background all of Westchester rose up, popped off, because the kid is back. Quid Games, Quid the Kid, here with the most unexpected of heroes. Pac-Man and the fire hydrant coming in, giving you a parking ticket.
Yoda Cage
you
getting
got
one
a
hell
little
of a
too
parking
aggressive
ticket
there, and
Ayo.
we got a Reggie looking to lean in, but just kind of